The Agency is an action shooter game we're working on that's a full persistent online world for PS3 and PC where you get to live the life of an elite agent. We made a conscious decision to go with a more painterly approach to the world. We want to create a game that can stand for a test of time for a bit, something that players can have characters that last for quite a long time. So we want to have characters that live within their own world and aren't driven by just the next technological bell and whistle. So it's more about the craft of it for us, giving players an experience they can really buy into. It seems like a perfect idea. A whole bunch of people gathered together with guns and secrets, trying to either hide from each other, against each other, or join together to tackle threats beyond themselves in the world. It's the same story, it's a different setting, and Spies and Mercs fit that, because it's all about this wish fulfillment. I want to live in a different world where I'm this, and Spies and Mercs are one that we think people would really like to enjoy. As opposed to just being a straight shooter where your character persists, you get to build your own agency over time by collecting characters in the world called operatives. These operatives provide goods and services regardless of whether or not you're online. And they'll be able to build you weapons, gear, gadgets. They'll act as your Q branch. They'll act as advanced intel gatherers that'll infiltrate places. Plus, they can go to all the places in the world you can't. Because we can't build every city in the world, but operatives can go anywhere they want to, which puts, for our story, the whole world in play. And for me, yeah, operatives is the thing I'm most excited about.
What kind of inspirations? I mean, obviously James Bond, but like, what else have you been inspired by?
It's pretty much every DVD we can get our hands on. We've taken Bond, Bourne, Bauer, Alias. It goes on and on and on. And even going back to more esoteric older films like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy and The Third Man, and anything that really messages that espionage and intrigue or high octane action and explosive stuff. We're all about it. So you can join with one of two factions. If you want to be an elite super spy, you can join UNITE, the United Nations Intelligence and Tactical Experts. They've got the highest tech gadgets, the sleekest gear, and they go to the most upscale places. Or if that's not your deal, then you can join Paragon, the Paramilitary Global Operations Network. They've got big guns, they're not afraid to use them, and they're the ones that can hang out in a biker bar a tad easier than the UNITE guy in a tux can. After that, we have a system called You Are What You Wear. As opposed to locking you into a class where you play for 3 hours, then regret it and go back and have to play again, we have a system where you collect outfits that represent different specialties. So if you want to advance one of your combat specialties, throw on a combat specialty outfit, go out, shoot, get better. Same with stealth, same with support, and lastly with our alias system. Collect outfits and credentials that'll give you access to a whole wide variety of spaces.
Could you take us through like a typical mission of the game and describe how it works?
Oh, absolutely. You can see basically you would be back at your base, maybe get a call, maybe actually talk to one of your headquarter leaders, and they would set you up with a mission that may jet set you around the world. You could then contact any of your friends that you thought were online and hook up to form a team, and then travel to that location and begin to advance through it. If you went through with just a hard-edged combat approach, you might be able to survive, firing your way through. However, you may decide to take a more tactical approach. One of your friends is a stealth member. He actually scouts ahead to ping enemies on the radar and disable some of the security elements. Your support guy may linger back to set some traps to cover your flanks. Your combat guy is then laying down covering fire, mowing down any grunts that are trying to touch either of them. And by the end of it, you may actually touch a boss fight. And those are the things that I think people can expect. They'll go on some missions that are about straight combat, some missions that are more about being sneaky and not harming anyone, some non-combat missions that involve gambling or racing or actually participating in just finding intel pictures to take around the world. We're trying to fill our world with not just one type of activity, but a series of activities to keep you as distracted as you want to be.
What the
So the game is coming out for PC and PlayStation 3. So how it's been like to work on an MMO for the PlayStation 3?
It's been really intriguing. The PlayStation 3 comes with a lot of benefits. It has a hard drive, and that makes a lot of what we've always wanted to do possible on the console. The only thing that's been blocking people from getting really great shooters in the MMO space has always been technology, and we think that the PS3 and the PC both have kind of crested those boundaries and are allowing us to build the types of games we've been wanting to see when we started building these games years ago. The question about PS3 and PC compatibility, being able to play on one and the other against each other, that's something we're investigating, but we're not exactly certain we're going to pursue. The last thing we want to do is diminish the experience for either side. So it's something we're thinking about, but we've made no formal decisions yet.
When we will get to play The Agency?
When it's ready for you, when it's great for you. As a game designer, I'm required by law to say that the game will be shipped when it's ready, when it's good, when it's fun. And then I'll let everybody above me beat me up for that.
Are you planning an open beta test?
Absolutely. I mean, you can't have a persistent online world without the stress that real people bring into it. Every assumption that you make is wrong until you watch somebody actually prove it. And always, players will surprise you with what they find. So yeah, we will have an open beta period. Structure, announcements for that, definitely don't have anything to say about it yet.
Thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Thank you guys. It was awesome.